Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new film Kratt, and this is from writer-director Rasmus Mrivu, and focuses on a group of children who are left at their grandmother's house without their smartphones, and real life seems boring until they find the instructions for a Kratt, which is a creature, that magical creature who does whatever its master says, and they get caught up with the devil and dark forces, and yes, this is quite the crazy story. I have to say, towards the beginning of the film, it does get a bit slow, and it really takes its time trying to get up and running, and that's really a knock in terms of like your engagement trying to get into this film, and it's not quite clicking, it's not quite getting us there. But in many ways, this is a film that is darkly funny, it's weird, it's out there, it has some honest horror elements towards the end of the film, and like the third act of this film, with this creature and the dark forces around it. And you have these kids and they're interacting with their grandma, who's a great character in the film and played by Mary Lil. And each of these kids, each of these characters, we follow them, they get into all kinds of hijinks. This film has a lot of style and personality around it, even if it's something that does take its swell time to getting to where it needs to be. But once it does, there's some real tension and suspense along the way. It really fleshes out the story in terms of this creature and what it can mean for these kids and what it means for the adults around and other people who have to deal with the consequences of this being. And there's so much to work through here, so much craziness going on in this film, and it's fun, it's over the top, it's ridiculous, and it's something that is definitely worth checking out. It's not a flawless film. It obviously is clunky for the first half of the film as it's really trying to get things up and moving. I feel like this probably would have been better at like 90 minutes, and they briskly moved a little bit throughout the film. But in the end, I do think that it has some crazy fantasy elements. It has some fun kid characters, and the grandma, it's a great fun at the center of it as well. This is something that take a step back and really wish that this is a kind of film that I think could get like a cult following. It's weird, it's quirky in that kind of way, and it's definitely ripe for getting a good go out of it. So show this one some love. If you're into horror, fantasy, crazy kinds of stories in time for the holiday season of like Halloween, check this one out and give it a watch and maybe spread some love around for it. But those are my thoughts on Kratt. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.